This is a real PS5 right here. As you can see, I got the 2K edition. This thing costs like $500. And this, on the other hand, smaller box, is a fake PS5 and it costs $50. And everybody knows that the real PS5 is powerful. But what if I told you could get the same exact thing for $50? We're gonna be comparing these two in every single area, from how it looks to even how it performs. But will it even come close? Let's see. Okay, this is our fake. And this is our real PS5, but let's get them open. Sorry, I have some weird camera views right here because these boxes are kind of massive and I'm trying to fit them all in right here. This is the real and this is the fake. Let's unbox them. Okay, so first things first, our real box, way bigger. Okay, get that boy open. Wow, all right. Got the console. What else we got in here? One controller, HDMI cable, and a USB-C to C charging cable. Okay, let's open the packaging for our controller. Very nice controller right there. This, I didn't realize the console was so heavy. Very nice. We're gonna undo that. Very nice, there we go. We got our nice PS5 right here with our controller and our cables. Now, this is what you all came for, I know. This is our fake PS5. It's already in a way smaller box, so I'm already scared.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Oh no, it's tiny. All right, hey, but the controller looks similar at least. Looks like it comes with a stand too. How does the stand work? Oh, money. All right, so here is the fake controller. Here's the real one. This is hilarious. All right, let's take a better look at these consoles and see the differences aside from the size. So this right here is our real PS5. As you can see, looks all big and beautiful, right? White with the black in the middle. And this is our fake PS5. As you can see, it's like half the size of the real PS5. It's like if you were to just shrink it down into like one direction, then it's like half the size. It does sort of mimic the shape, as you can see right there, where it has the top and it slowly goes down. Same type of deal here, but I can't tell you that it's different. It also doesn't have a separating plastic like the original does right here, and it doesn't have this jut out part where the CD player is. It just has, it's completely flush. As you can see on the fake one, we have a little LED indicator right here. We have the two USB ports. We have the increase of volume right here, and then we have the power on and off button. Where on the original, we have the power button right here, and then we have the two USB-C ports and our CD reader. The fake one also doesn't say PlayStation anywhere, but looking at the back, you can see that we have an HDMI port, a Ethernet port, two more USB ports, and then the power outlet. Where on the fake, we have a little SD card right here. Check that out. This is probably what houses all of the games. And then this right here is a HDMI cord, and then a micro USB port. Also, not to mention, this one is way heavier, and this thing is like super light. You like, this thing feels like it's like there's nothing in there. But what about the controllers? Okay, so this is our real controller right here, and this is our fake controller. So they both look actually decently similar, but as you can tell, there are a few differences. First of all, no PlayStation sign, and this one is way lighter than this one. This one feels like it has no batteries in it, which it doesn't. It needs some batteries. So let's toss in some batteries real quick. See if that changes the weight. All right, got a little bit more weight, but still not quite there. The joysticks are not quite as responsive. We don't have any buttons in the middle. We got some buttons right here. This is not a touchpad. This is just some buttons. But the general gist of it is pretty similar. On the back, as you can see, this one says Sony. This one has nothing on it. We got our buttons on the back as well. Different on the bottom. But as for the buttons, like, yeah, these feel pretty cheap and crappy. All these ones. And then as for the real, oh yeah. Feels much better, way more high quality. This feels like a real PlayStation controller. So there are some differences in the actual controller. It feels cheaper, and we don't have I don't think we have our little texture on the back, if you've seen that. The little micro PlayStation texture. But that's the actual difference in the controllers. But one thing to note is that the fake does come with two controllers, where this one only came with one, and this thing was $50. So like, in a way, this thing's already better. Overall, they're pretty similar, but I mean, this is just aesthetic. We'll see how they actually perform. But what is the difference in the setup process? Are they the same or are they different? Let's set them up. All right, first we're gonna set up the real one, then we'll hit the fake one. Okay, we're gonna plug in our HDMI cable. All right, hit that power button. Oh yeah, here's the real PS5. Looks like I gotta connect the cable to the console. All right, we finally got it set up. It took forever to update, but we're finally getting it going. I'm playing some interactive Astro game. Not sure what the heck's going on. Whoa, the feedback on the controller is actually fire. So we're gonna set up the fake one now. All right, now it's all plugged in. Let's see if we can get this thing to turn on. Oh! Okay, so in order to connect the fake controllers to the console, you have to use this little Bluetooth USB. Plug it in right here, and that makes it so you can use the controller now, and it has these funny sounds. I'm playing Street Fighter, apparently. Oh, all right, here we go, I'm playing. Oh, frick. Oh, frick, no, no, no. Okay, I can't figure out how to get out of the game. All right, I had to turn it off and back on because I don't know how it works. All right, so when it comes to the setup, the fake one is actually way easier to set up because like you basically just turn it on and plug it in. Like that's literally it. It's so chill. Whereas like the original, you have to like sign in and download all the crap and do all these things and it just takes forever. All right, when it comes to the actual performance of the console, obviously the original PS5 runs way better because as you can guess, it's like has way better processing power, way better at running big games, and you're able to do all of those crazy things. It's like the Xbox, it's like any of the other ones. It's super powerful and it's able to run that. As for the performance, so it runs super high resolution, super high frame rate, and also when you have really good Wi-Fi, it runs super clean, especially on online games and things like that. As for our little fake PS5 right here, it also runs pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I think that sometimes there's a little bit of lag between the controller and the actual USB plug right here. So there's a little bit of lag in the gameplay, but if you just account for that lag in the game, it's actually not that bad. So, I mean, it's not a super powerful machine, obviously, not even compared to the real PS5, but it does run a lot of games and it runs them pretty good. I mean, they're pretty simple games. They're usually just arcade games. And so it's able to run them at whatever resolution they come in. It's usually, it says it's a 4K, right? It says it's the GS5 4K, right? But like, it's not actually, I don't think it is 4K most of the time. Overall, the performance is not bad at all. When it comes to the sounds and overheating and performance, obviously this PS5 is running much more demanding games. And so because of that, it does have a decently loud fan that'll go and it needs ventilation in the back. As you can see right here, it gets pretty warm. Like this HDMI port is burning hot right here. But as for the sounds, this is what it sounds like to turn it off. There you go. And then that's kind of like all the main buttons that it comes with. It has a little CD right here. And then as for the fake one, this thing, like I haven't had it overheat or anything like that because I just don't think it runs demanding enough games that it does any of that. So it just has a USB port right there and it has this to increase the volume. The button to do the power, it like kind of pushes in. And as you can see, no buttons on the back. It does have a TF card, which I think just stores all the games. And I don't think it has any fans or anything. It's just really simple. Sometimes the controller doesn't work properly because it's not catered to each game. And so you kind of just have to figure out what the buttons do in each game. So when it comes to playing multiplayer, obviously the real Sony connects online and you can play with all your friends and you can buy second controllers and play with it. But our fake one right here, obviously it comes with 2 controllers. So it's already beating PS5 in that sense, but you're able to play multiplayer with all of these games that it has on the screen. And I played a couple of games that are super fun with my friends, but you're able to play it just every game possible that there is. Like you can play them. And so multiplayer isn't quite as cool as playing on the real PS5, right? But it is still pretty fun if you're trying to play 2 people, not online. So none of these games are online, doesn't even connect to Wi-Fi, doesn't even need Wi-Fi, just needs HDMI port and a cable to plug it in. And then these things have batteries in the back and that's all it is. But so it's kind of a lit setup. It's definitely retro, but overall it's kind of sweet. I'm not gonna lie. And everybody wants to know, should you actually buy a fake PS5? I think if you're trying to buy it to like do the exact same things a PS5 will do, absolutely not. Do not buy it. It does not do that. Buy the real PS5. Save up and buy the real PS5. But if you're trying to play arcade emulator games, you're not trying to spend $500 on a game console and you want to just have fun with your friends on not an online game and not anything crazy, absolutely get this fake PS5. It's absolutely get the game console. It's fun. I did play with my friends and I do recommend it. Pretty fun. It works great. Didn't have any problems. It's not the most high quality. It's definitely cheap, but it was fun. It was lit. Played the game and it just got the job done. So yeah. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and peace.